180, here we go. This will be hard. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey drummers, how's it going? It's Alex once again, bringing you some more fun free drumming ideas. For this week, we've got a cool little lesson on the practice pad. It's a nice 4-bar sequence. The reason we're doing it is, it's all triplet based. We've been doing a lot of triplet stuff since the start of the new year. So I thought, let's just continue that theme throughout all of January. This one is going to be focusing on playing, primarily the main focus of this video is to get down paradiddles played as triplets. Obviously the paradiddle being a 4-note pattern, triplets being 3 notes per beat. So it gets a little bit confusing. I had a little bit of trouble with this. I'm trying to put some grooves and fills together where we play paradiddles as triplets. There's some cool little ideas there. But I thought it'd be best to sort of just get things down to the basics on the practice pad. And I came up with this, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you like what you saw in the intro and you want to give this one a crack, stick around and I'll break it down. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to outline the sequence straight away. We've got one measure of triplets is going right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. We will just count that. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. We then reverse that by starting with a double on the right and then playing the accented left on the let, as I'm saying, like triplet. So that will give us 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. If we play those back to back, we've got 2 bars, we're halfway through. So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. All right, that bit you can kind of swap out for anything. If you wanted to, you could play singles, you could play doubles, you could play pretty much whatever you want there. The main focus of this lesson is to look at paradiddles played as triplets. Now, the initial process I went through when trying to get my paradiddles to be played as triplets was, I've internalized the right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left pattern. It's just had to sort of switch a gear in my brain. So what I would do is I would play the paradiddle pattern, but out loud be counting 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So let's have a crack at that. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. And what I noticed, as we just sort of saw there, is by the time I've done 3 rounds of the paradiddle, which is essentially 12 notes, my left hand is landing on the downbeat. And if I was to do that twice, that's going to take us all the way up to the end of the bar. So I figured all I've got to do is get to that sort of left hand lead, play the same rhythm or pattern, you're going to get the accents falling in the same place, and then I'm back around the loop. So if you're playing paradiddles as triplets, every time you go around the whole sort of sequence 6 times, so a paradiddle, right hand led, then left hand led, right, then left, then right, then left, you should end up back at the beginning playing exactly the same sort of accents in the same places within the bar. Or 2. So we get 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Just practice getting up to that start of that second bar. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. It's harder to say the sticking pattern than it is to count out loud. So once I got that far, I just sort of push through and see if I could then sort of start looping it over and over again. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Success. We got all the way around, and it was just a case of just repeating that phrase over and over and over again until it felt mildly comfortable. A little thing I would suggest doing is just start off counting out triplets, just play single strokes. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4, then go to paradiddles. 1 triplet, 2 singles, 3 triplet, 4, play 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. Now the cool thing is it starts sort of chucking these accents in weird little places, sort of like this little syncopated rhythm around the beat, which is what gives it this sort of unique sound, and it's probably going to cause a few problems at first because naturally you're going to be wanting that heavy right and that heavy left to start landing on the downbeat. So quite a lot of the time what I would do is I'll just stomp my foot as I'm playing. And then just start listening out that pattern that comes out of the accents in relation to what my foot's doing. So when we eventually take this to the kit, I'm going to be stomping that right foot just so you've got like a sort of like reference for where the pulse is, and then you can start hearing like the accents popping out. We can chuck them on the toms, like crashes and stuff like that, so it can sound pretty good. Now, if we go back to adding that to the whole sequence, or before we do that, what I would recommend is just sitting on maybe that paradiddle as triplets, get your metronome on, and then just tap your foot as you're doing it with the metronome. And we could probably do that now. Maybe start at like 100 BPM would be a good place to go. So let's whack it down to there. So it's still not, it's not slow. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Maybe go from singles into paradiddles and just hold it there. So something like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So you can see I'm exaggerating like the accents. I'm giving that sort of proper sort of like whippy, exaggerated motion. I find that helps a lot, just sort of like learning and getting the flow of what my hands are doing while that pulse is going on. And obviously I've just got to replicate that at different speeds. It's going to take a bit of practice, but when you get there, it's going to feel good. And that's what this is all about. So now you've isolated the paradiddles, let's just sort of put this whole sequence together. Like I said earlier, you can swap out these opening 2 bars with pretty much whatever you wanted. I just put this together because it felt nice to play, and it, you know, you've got the right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, you know, a combination of a single and a double. And again, that's what paradiddles are, just a hybrid of singles and doubles mixed in together. So I thought it'd be a quite nice little lead in before we get to the hard bit, which is the paradiddles. So all together, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. That's the first bar. Then we go to right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. And then we just drop into our paradiddles, which will take up 2 bars to resolve itself. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, bang. So I'm just going to go through the whole sequence now. We're going to stick the metronome quite slow, 80 BPM. Yeah, let's crank it up. 2, 3, just count yourself in triplets. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, it's actually hard to play slow, like with most things, but I'd say practice it slow just so you can get that feel of where the accents land in and around the pulse. And then once you've got it down, shut up. Once you've got it down, then start looking at pushing those tempos a tiny bit. But it will take a little bit of time, and like I said a couple of times, just stomp that foot in time with the pulse and just be in your head, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, so that's all the explaining done. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to smash it out at 130, 150, 180. Obviously you can go faster. I think 180 you'll see is fast enough. I was practicing at like 200 BPM earlier, and sometimes it is definitely wise to practice faster than you'll probably ever need to go. And I can't see too many situations where I'll be needing to play paradiddles as triplets at 200 BPM. But you never know, so it's always good to be prepared. All right, I'm going to shut up, play, and then come and say goodbye. Here we go. 130, here we go. Not too bad. Right, 150, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go faster. 180, here we go. This will be hard. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely helps when you stomp that foot, I promise you that. Alright drummers, there it is. I hope you enjoyed that one. Don't worry if it takes you a long time to get this down, because when I sat down to play Paradiddles and Triplets, it took a little bit of time, just until I could sort of latch on to that little accent pattern that's going to sort of pop in and around the beat. So it's always going to shift along by one. And then once you land with that left hand at the start of the next bar, you can use that as like a little anchor to then build on, get the second half, and then once you've felt what it's like to do that single round or that 2-bar phrase, where you've gone all the way through and then the right hand with the accent is landing on the downbeat of beat 1 of a bar, that's where things will start taking off. And then start practicing just sort of chucking some other sticking patterns so you can lead yourself into it and obviously come out of it. You can practice going from straight 16th note paradiddles into the triplets. That sounds quite cool. But again, if I'm trying to incorporate it into stuff that I'd use around the kit, start off with singles, then do what we're doing today, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left. Then you can start playing around with a 6-stroke roll. As long as it's in a triplet, all you're doing is changing the sticking, but you're going to get this cool little syncopated rhythm popping out that dances around the beat a tiny bit. So I hope you liked that one. The sheet music is available on my website, so you can download that for free. I'll put a link in the description below. And for next week's lesson, we'll be back on the kit. Don't forget, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time a new lesson comes out, hit that little bell icon and it will do just that. So, until next time, take care drummers, and I'll see you very soon for some more fun free drumming ideas. Alright, bye!